Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty normal, chill Thursday evening. Sorry, I got into a staring match with Galbi over there. You can see her standing in the doorway. Oh, she's loafing up. If I move my mic, you might be able to see her a little better. Yeah, she's just loafed up right there in the doorway. But if that's where she wants to stay, she can stay there. I hope everybody else out there is having a pretty good Thursday themselves. I wonder why. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I'm coming in blurry, a little blurry. I guess it's okay. It's a little better there. All right. Oh man, I was reminded of why I don't drink beer or anything during the day. Earlier this evening, I went and met up with Justin and his wife. They wanted a little bit of advice on some of my experiences with my trip to Japan, because I guess their kid really, really wants to go, and they want to go too, but she really wants to go. And they were just asking me some stuff, so I met up with them, talk with them about my advice and experiences and all that. And it was happy hour at this place, and she bought me a drink, and it was this huge, giant, stein of beer, and it was good. I chugged the whole thing. But the problem with me and drinking like that is, like, and I say drinking like that like I got shit-faced. I didn't, but it was enough to give me a little bit of a buzz. And when I get a buzz, that's great, but then once I come down from that buzz, like, it's just nap time. Or not even nap time, just like full-blown sleep time. And I just had to shake myself out of that not too long ago so I can pop on here. But it's a reminder to me of why I always drink so late at night. Because, like, once I come down and I know that because I sober up real quick. Like, it takes a lot to get me drunk, and then when I do get drunk, I sober up pretty quickly. So I know, and then when I sober up, I like pass out. So I know if I'm gonna have that kind of route, then I gotta make sure that my drinking is all done at the end of the night, so that when I do come back down to earth, like I could just go to sleep and sleep for a decent amount of time. So it was a good chat though, talking with them. Like, Justin mentioned something. He asked me if they do deep sea fishing expeditions there, and it reminded me of like 2007. That was when Justin and a few of our friends tried to do our own game development studio, and at that time Microsoft had what was called the XNA Game Fest. The 360 was their system at the time. And they were real big on indie developers publishing titles on the Xbox Live store. And so the XNA Game Fest, let me see if I can actually look anything up. Like, I doubt they still do it, but... Yeah, XNA. 2008 was the last one, maybe? Well, we went to Seattle to attend XNA Game Fest, and while we were there, I guess at some point Justin randomly, he and another one of our friends, like, decided to do a deep sea fishing thing there. And he went early in the morning. Like, they invited us, but it was too early for me to, like, be bothered with that shit. So I was like, yeah, if I don't, no, you guys go, have fun. So they went and did that. It sounded awesome, and they caught like a bunch of salmon and packed it up and shipped it back to their houses Austin, and I was always jealous of that. I mean, not jealous. It was, I could have gone if I wanted to, but I always wish I kind of had. And I didn't think about it. He was asking me like if they had that because I was talking to him about all the different places he could go near Tokyo. I wanted to go to Yokohama, but just didn't get the chance to do that. And when he mentioned the deep sea thing, I was like, oh fuck, I bet you they do that. I should have looked into that. He Googled it and saw that they offer something like that there. So hopefully he will get a chance to go to Yokohama and partake in some deep sea fishery. But yeah, I talked with them earlier, had my drink, came back here, semi-passed out on the couch watching that lousy football game. The Patriots suck. I can't tell if the Jets are just... I can't tell if the Jets are just that much better with Aaron Rodgers in the roster, or if the Patriots just really suck. I think it might be a combination of both, but I just couldn't sit through watching any more of that. For the better, because my plan was to come here and play this game anyways. All right, let's get this thing going. Bork. I forgot all about Bork. He looks like a jerk. If I'm gonna have to play as Bork, then I'm gonna play Bork as a jerk. Really, an ad already? Yo! Blindside Flanker. First time chat, welcome to the stream. I don't know why. For some reason, my multi-stream chat isn't working. What's up, Vince? I didn't see that you had posted something. I don't know if you're still in here, but I didn't see that you had said something. Why isn't my multi-stream working? That's really annoying. Anyways, Blindside Flanker, welcome to the stream. How's your night treating you? If it is night where you are. Yo, Anthony on YouTube. How you doing? Welcome back. This is gonna suck if I have to fucking pay attention to two damn things to get all my chats. There's gotta be a... that. Let's see. No, my multi-chat is still not working. Yo, what's up? Hunting for sanity. Welcome to the stream. Hope your night's treating you well. Okay, you joined the counts. Awesome. Well, here we go. I think Lulu is on board too, so she'll be happy to have a fellow counts member. Hey, there she is. Welcome back, Lulu. W Lulu. Those damn counts. Was it the counts? Who won last time? Who is Bork? I can't remember which faction Bork belonged to. Was he Grandees? I think he may have been a Grandees usurper. Yeah, they sent my guy off into space somewhere. So I'm starting a brand new, playing as the usurper now. Dagnabbit. Your sound works, so we good? Nice. Sorry, I was cooking dinner. No worries, no worries. Let's just get on with getting Bork. What kind of name is Bork, anyways? Which bishes? I think the North won last time was Bork. I don't think Bork was from the North. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Aurora III, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, we will decide what happens at your coronation. What? But it's my I'm gonna play Bork. Like, Bork looks like an asshole, so I'm gonna play him as an asshole. This is an absolute this isn't an absolute monarchy, Your Majesty. Everything has to run past a council vote, even this. Shall we call the nobles in? Yo, first time chat from Just the Worst. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Hope your night's treating you well. Where did you get sorted into? Oh, you're on the Chiefs as well. Alright, well, Council, you have your first vote. What kind of coronation am I gonna have? Hold a pagan northern ceremony? Oh, I guess you're right then, Lulu. I guess maybe he was from the north. Hold a pagan northern ceremony? Force the commoners to swear a blood oath? Throw the king into the river, or the nobles must put on a vast banquet for the king? I've not seen the pagan northern ceremony before, so that would be an interesting one, but I'll open the vote to y'all. You can choose that one. Going well, just coming to cause chaos? Well, ain't that the way of it with this game? This game was like specifically built for griefers. Alright, hold a pagan northern ceremony. You hold a traditional northern ceremony in the palace. Of course, that means you're stripped nude, flogged with birches, and bathed in goat's blood while a god speaker chants the ancient rites of Morgana. Oh, they got kinky with it right away. Oh, that immediately made the East and the South mad at me. It's all thoroughly pagan. The church is outraged, and so are the common folk. They should just be grateful you didn't include the ritual sacrifice. Oh my god, wait, stability? Jesus, man, this guy's first day on the job, and already things are falling into shambles. Stability is teetering. Faith is impious in the north. It's irreverent in the east, and it's, well, fervent in the south, but... Damn, what else can this guy do to fuck things up right off the bat? We love chaos here. Well, I do. Is it griefing if it's the main plot? As a sore loser, yes, I say it is. Hey, thank you for the follow, Just the Worst. I appreciate that. Welcome to the chaos. I call it griefing, but that's just because I'm a sore loser. Alright, let's see. Path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless, of course, they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. Damn, these guys are... You know, he's the king. He could take your head for that kind of a talk. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? What kind of dude is Bork? He's not a conqueror. He's not a peacekeeper, clearly. He pissed everybody in the country off as soon as he took the throne. Father of the nation, greatest king who ever lived. He would say that, though. He would say that. I think Bork would say greatest king who ever lived. I see, you're the type who likes to build lots of statues of yourself, aren't you? I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving your authority as much as possible. Once you have an era, we'll return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Greatest king. I have a feeling he's not going to be very successful in that regard. Chief Blindside Flanker. Damn, you came to this thing kitted up, dude. I love that fucking black wolf fur with the little badge. You got the hat. Damn, all right. You're showing up the king with your fit. You did it. You seized the throne. We showed him what the chiefs could do, didn't we? Now just remember which side of your bread is buttered. You answer to us. Got it? Long live the North. What if I govern for the good of the whole kingdom? I'm the king now. You can't push me around. Wouldn't dream of it, your greatness. Just reminding you where your loyalties lie. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Alright, introduce myself to the east. Count Hunting for Sanity, which is a fitting title for the east. You're kitted up too, man. I like it. How come everybody is showing up to the council looking better than the king? An honor to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. And then... Vince. May the Ninth God bless your reign, Your Highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and faith. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile... Chief Just the Chief Just the Worst. What do you think? Will he be a good king and do as he's told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling. We should have a backup plan just in case. Oh, are they going to scheme against their own guy? Jeez, I'm the asshole. Vachim of the Lulu dynasty, charismatic former hermit, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times it was the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false king Bork wears the crown. All right, counts, what are you gonna do to depose Bork? Doppelganger, ascension, or possession? Bork. I mean, he should be deposed for the name alone. Oh, we've got a split here. And it looks like Ascension. Ascension wins the coin flip. The Count's plan to induct the king into their secret cult and offer him immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Oh, the chiefs are scheming. Sven. Sven of the Blindside Flanker clan, sinister northern troublemaker, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, spitting as they speak. Morgana is with us. Bork now sits the throne, and the chiefs are in charge, but other regions will already be scheming to depose him. Do we stay loyal to the new king, or cut our losses and put me on the put me on the throne instead? I love the idea that they usurped the throne with their chosen guy, and now they're thinking about usurping their chosen guy with a different chosen guy. That is some truly America shit right there. Alright, chiefs, what are you doing? Are you gonna be loyalists and aid the king? Are you going to use subterfuge or prophecy to usurp yet another throne? Okay, they're staying loyal. That's interesting. Now, this is a track that I've played this game quite a bit, but I have not seen this before yet. That settles it then. Long live the king. May he bring glory to Morgana. But we can always change our mind. We can always change our minds. Yes, that's a key facet of loyalty, is the fickleness of it. If Bork ever gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of him the old-fashioned way. The chief's goal is to aid the king by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. Well, damn, finally, I might have some allies in this thing. However, if defiance gets too high, they could still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Fair enough. Guilhem of the Street Corner Becky lineage, eccentric political mastermind, stands bathed in sunshine, speaking softly. A false pretender occupies the throne while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. Who are in the Grandees? Was that just you, Vince? Yeah, I guess it's just you, Vince. If you're still in the chat, I don't know if you went AFK or not, but now is the time. Uprising, fervor, or excommunication. I want to see if the statues are made. That would be cool if I could get statues made. I'm totally going that route. Bork is a narcissist. Uprising. The Grandees plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the king before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the Grandees must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Okay. Ascension, uprising, and then my loyalist. Hell yeah. Let's see. Monarch's golden choice. Go with that. Go with that guy. All right, let's get my honor guard going first. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with their knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the Grandees with offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. I always like how the battle nuns look. But I don't think they're the best warriors, if I remember. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire 4 mercenaries that we'll choose our northern warriors, won't you, Your Grace? Don't tell me you've gone soft and southern already. The Rose Poets are the most bloodthirsty. I've noticed that. Yeah, I think I've used them a couple of times, and they went pretty wild, which is interesting because like their definition is I don't think these guys have been in battle that often. They mostly write poems, but it's like, no, they're definitely about spilling blood. The problem is, I want to stick to the Northern Warriors just so I can have my tribe, but Defiance is already pretty high in with the counts and the grandees. And if I choose the Northern Warriors, it's just going to get higher. My femboy army. Our army will slaughter them all. You raise an interesting point there, Blindside. Our military in the north is 7 compared to 4 and 2. All right, fuck it. Northern Warriors. We're going all in. I'm going all in on the north. The warrior heroes arrive a few weeks later. They swagger in with big grins and bigger axes, belching and singing and roaring out unsavory jokes. One of your courtiers faints. Okay. I've got 2 in the south then here, huh? Hordling attack and an invitation. There's always bribery? There is always bribery, but I'm playing this a little different. I'm Bork. I'm no longer my own created character. I am Bork, the usurper from the north. He's a narcissist, but he's very proud of his northern heritage, and he wants to do right by his brothers. So you have to deal with Bork in the north now. Your Highness, I'm ruined. Hordlings have occupied my vineyard and driven my staff away. What's a hordling? Grubby little creatures like fat green babies with claws, hard to kill. Fire is the only way to get rid of them permanently. Whatever you do, we should do it soon. They're eating all of my grapes. Why can't your fellow grandees help out? My plight is of no interest to them. I will assemble the council. Ninth bless you. Okay. Bork the usurper from the north. That just sounds funny to say. Bork. We need more Bork license. Oh, that's Bort, isn't it? I was thinking of that Simpsons joke, but I think it's Bort and not Bork. But close enough. All right, council. What are we gonna do? A, burn the vineyard with the hordlings inside. Oh, that's probably not going to be good for farming in the south. B, strong arm the other grandees into sending military help. Or C, hire an adventurer from the guild to investigate. Do I have a preference here? You know what? I'm gonna consult with my fellow Northerners from in the chat here. So let's see. Blindside, just the worst. What should I do here? I have a vote. So before I open it up, and this is totally corrupt dealings here. But before I open up the vote, what should I do? You're rich, very rich. Hire a consulting detective. I was thinking about that too. Like, it's only $650 to hire a witcher, and I could definitely afford that. All right, I'm voting for that then. I'm gonna hire the witcher. The defiance is already too high. They need no more reason. Fair enough, yeah. But I am a pyromaniac too, so I would have liked to burn the vineyard to the ground just for the fun of it. That reminds me, last night I've been having issues with my oven where I turn it on and it sometimes doesn't want to heat up. I was making wings yesterday. And I turned the oven on, and it didn't heat up. And I was like, ah, fuck, my oven's acting up again. So I made my wings in my air fryer, but I forgot to, like, turn the oven off. And at some point in the night, like, it decided to start working. and like I'm upstairs, I'm getting ready to go to bed, and like I swear that I'm smelling something like something burning, and I'm like, am I having a stroke? I think I'm having a stroke. Maybe I'm checking my pulse and shit. I'm like, maybe I'm starting to freak out, and I just took like some Z-Quil, seconds away from closing my eyes and just passing out for the night. I was like, let me just go check and make sure that the oven isn't on, and sure enough, it was on. It was fucking raging. Like, I don't know, have no idea how long it was on for. But I turned it off and I was like, it's a good thing I didn't pass out when I was thinking about it, because probably would have burned my whole house down in my sleep. So that's not the kind of pyromania I enjoy. But I need to get my oven fixed for sure. Just a reminder. You dip into the treasury and hire a stern-faced adventurer from the guild. Never fear, Your Majesty. I can drive them out. I can drive them out without collateral damage. Sweet. I once got drunk and made a Jack's pizza and passed out on the couch. Most burnt pizza ever, and I'm glad I'm alive. Now, I wasn't even drunk. I mean, I just took a Z-Quil. I just didn't know my oven was on, because it didn't turn on when I was gonna make my food, and I just forgot to turn it off. And since at the time it wasn't generating heat, I didn't know that I needed to turn it off. Alright, grand events. Your Majesty, it is my singular honor to invite you to the annual to attend the annual Night of the Seven Pyre. Oh hell yeah! Speaking of setting shit on fire, Night of the Seven Fires. I'm just gonna say I look forward to attending. Praise be. I trust you are willing to finance and organize one of the pyres. It is customary for the king to do so if he is in attendance. I'll make sure it's a night to remember. I look forward to it, Your Highness. It overheard me talking about how I like setting shit on fire. Tossed it a pizza and 350. Left it for 8 hours because I forgot it was just charcoal. Oh, Jesus. 8 hours. Wait, were you home the whole time, or did you just or did you go to sleep also, or like, what's the 8-hour gap there? Because I feel like you would smell it, right? Like, I didn't even have anything in my oven. It was just an empty oven, but like there was enough residual stuff in there, I guess, that it, created a smell for me. My 8-hour gap was just being passed out. I was home. God damn, man. Well, I'm glad that all you got out of that was some charcoal. I made a pizza drunk and managed. Oh, y'all got to stay away from the pizza when you're pizza making when you're drunk. That seems to be the start of a lot of sketchy stories. I made a pizza drunk and managed to stay away. To get it out of the stay awake to get it out of the oven. I turned to put it on the counter and missed. I caught the burning hot pan between the edge of my counter and my tatas. Had a line of burns on my boobs for weeks. God, that's awful. Jesus. All right, no more oven usage for anybody in this community, including myself. All right, I'm opening up the auction now. Oh, wait, what the hell? Oh. Okay, so Blindside and Hunting for Sanity are new, so that's why they have 1,000. Same with Just the Worst. Lulu's characters can't stay alive. They're constantly dying, and this is actually, I think this should be Lulu the 4th, I think. Because I feel like they killed Lulu the 2nd, like, 3 times or something. Vent somehow is still the wealthiest, but not by much, so I'll open up the auction now. Maybe went to prison, then died. Should be Lulu 6. That's kind of what I thought. I don't know. I think the game kind of messed up on the Lulus there. It was losing track. What I see. Currently leading is D and F. So that would be the theater and the stadium. C and D. So the counts are trying to lower their faith. The counts are trying to lower their faith to 4 or less, which they've already gotten. And I guess they get a little bit more of that with that observatory. I'm also trying to bring down my authority, which I should stop doing that. Blood money. I like the theater quest line. I don't know if I've ever done. Have I? Oh, wait. There was one time where I guess they put on a production that made fun of me. That made fun of the monarch. And, like, I attended it. And I think I gave it high marks. And was, like, a good sport about it. And then they all loved me. Alright, let's find a spouse first. Oh, genetic memory farms. I'm gonna be bad on the YouTube chats because for some reason my multi-stream isn't working. My multi-stream chat isn't working, so my apologies. Welcome to the stream, though. Some days I wish I still drank so I could enjoy drunken binge eating. Dino nuggets are different after beers. My hands are asbestos from being a chef, so I have trouble burning my hands. My brother was the same way. He used to work at like this Mexican restaurant somewhere in Oklahoma, and he was so used to just grabbing hot pans and shit and just grabbing, you know, tortillas right off the plancha and just like flipping them without ever burning his fingers. It was crazy. Seriously, burn the end of my finger tonight, and the callus just kind of absorbed the burn. Good evening, by the way. I hope you are all safe and stoned. Well, good evening to you too, Genetic Memory Farms. I'm envious of your fireproof hands. There's a ghost or something? There's a ghost in the theater quest? Okay, I didn't do that one then. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I don't mind. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the chiefs as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Well, it depends on who the chiefs send my way. Joe is the same. He pulls pizza pans out barehanded. That's crazy. I was watching a YouTube video earlier of cities someone thinks the NFL could expand to, and he mentioned Austin, but I don't see that happening. Maybe San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio would happen more before Austin did, honestly. Like, we have a soccer stadium here now, but that's not I don't think that's big enough for NFL football. Both, I mean, the field is, but like the seating I think is minimal, and it's in kind of a bad location traffic wise. But yeah, I don't think, I mean, they'd have to build another stadium out here, which they could do, but I don't think people here would be very happy about I don't think people here would be very happy about the prospects of funding a billionaire's stadium out here. San Antonio would be more likely, honestly. That's where I wanted the Raiders to go, because before they chose Vegas, they were kind of teasing they were trying to convince Oakland to, you know, cough up the money for a new stadium, and they were trying to say, oh, we'll just go to San Antonio. And I was like, well, that'd be perfect, because they already have the Spurs color scheme. So like the silver and black from the Spurs would carry right over with the Raiders. And I'd have an NFL team like an hour south. Austin already has enough things to draw it to it. I guess, depending. But I've soured on this city dramatically in my many years here. Excuse me? What? Nothing is wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong in the north. Really? Because you're looking at me like you've swallowed a wasp. Things must have changed? I think that that calls for a celebratory glass of wine. Well, all of that's going to cost me money. I'm going to go with this top one. There is definitely not an old witch who lives at the border of my lands, and I definitely haven't been having money troubles. And most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for just a drop of my blood, an offer which I absolutely didn't accept. What? Oh, you got... Oh, well, you were... I guess you must have spent a lot of money at that auction, but you just got a windfall here from, I guess, a witch in exchange for your blood. I'm confused. You keep looking at me like I've trod on your foot. Or great stuff. Where's my wine? Oh, I'm confused. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely still rule over my estate, not her. Why do I have a... This feels like the kind of thing that is gonna end up putting a number at the end of your name, Blindside. Maybe not, but I don't like the direction that this is heading for you. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Hang on, I'm starting to think you mean the opposite of what you... Hang on a second. Are you trying to use some kind of code speak? Nay, Your Highness, that's not the case. It isn't. Damn, guess I was wrong. I mean, I kind of just want to choose that option just for the hilarity of it. But then there's going to be a witch who has the power over this dude, and that's going to cause a problem. Let's fetch you a court physician and see what we can do about lifting your curse. After a week confined to a cold iron box with nothing to eat but salt, the magic stops affecting Chief Blindside so strongly. They're even able to talk about their ordeal directly. I always tolerated that bloody witch. She'd sell medicine to the peasants and help them find lost sheep. I never suspected she was capable of something like this. We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen lands. Oh boy. I used to live near Dominion. Austin had too many things to do back in 2011. 2011, those are halcyon days almost. Like a lot of the cool stuff they had to do back in 2011, I imagine, probably doesn't exist anymore. Like so many things, so many cool things, and people, the people responsible for those cool things were priced out of the city and just moved someplace else. So this guy also mentioned Portland and Newport Beach, Virginia, so not sure how serious I took his video. Newport Beach, Virginia. I could see Portland. But Newport Beach, Virginia. All right, money for blood, bodily fluids. Time to sell the bones to the fays. I would highly advise against that, but hey, if you need the money, you need the money. Wait, you need to choose the asshole response. Yeah, I think that Bork is also very, well, I guess it depends on how smart I think Bork is. I feel like if Bork was dumber, he would have done that, but I don't know. Maybe I need to consider Bork's intelligence level. I guess I made that decision as myself, recognizing that leaving a witch with power over that dude in my court could cause a problem in the future. Maybe Bork wouldn't have reached that decision. I can't see the Seahawks allowing a Portland team since they already claimed that area. Another reason Texas got screwed over by Jerry Jones. Well, I think that's also a reason why the Raiders to San Antonio didn't happen. Well, one of the reasons. And Newport, Chesapeake Bay is all resorts. Okay, what are we gonna do? Take back Chief Blindside's lands and burn the witch at the stake? Oh shit. Take back Blindside's lands but let the witch go free, or let Blindside suffer the consequences of their bargain. I'm sure if we burn the witch at the stake, there won't be a death curse. Probably, I mean, not if we burn her fast enough. I mean, we have to be quick on the burn. I'll say this. I don't want to let the witch go free, so I'll veto that and leave the rest to my council to decide. Okay. Oh, we got a tie? No, we don't have a tie. Oh. Damn, they're just gonna leave you out. Oh, you voted for that yourself too? Okay, well then I don't feel bad about that. I don't, if you voted to suffer the consequences yourself, then I guess. You mean I have to live with that old peasant woman lording it over me? No, I'm taking back my lands. Arrest Chief Blindside for resisting the will of the consul. Let them go. Well, you know what? Bork is a bit of a dick, so maybe a few months in the dungeon will cool their heads. Meanwhile, the witch is capable of managing Chief Blindside. She's an effective governor. She's capable of managing Chief Blindside's estate. The harvest is gathered ahead of schedule and twice as bountiful as before. Hey, okay, well, I think we just found ourselves a new council member. Chief Blindside has been imprisoned. Wait, that counts the same as a death? Well, I mean, I guess that allows you to play still. But does the original Blindside come back, or is it just 2 now? I gave you a life sentence? Damn, Bork is pretty hardcore. There was an ad break, so I randomly voted. I need to keep an eye on the ads. I keep forgetting to keep an eye on the ads. Your Majesty, there have been some strange rumors regarding the Grand Theater recently built in the eastern city of Tolemov. People are saying that an unscheduled play is performed there at midnight, and that anyone who watches it will die 6 days later. Several deaths have already occurred. Sorry, did you say 6 days? Oh, Lulu. Lulu, are you about to get another number? Oh my god. This should... they're not gonna kill you again. They're not gonna kill you again. Like, this already should be like Lulu the 4th, I think. By the blood of the dead, your highness, I went and saw that midnight play out of idle curiosity. That was 5 days ago. What happened in the play? Why would you attend this creepy play? Well, it was nice knowing you. I'm kind of curious about what happened in the play. But if maybe the curse is word of mouth. If she tells me, maybe it also, fuck it, it was nice knowing you. Yep, the council needs to do something. Save me. What should be done? Send the king to watch the performance? What? Don't do that. Why would you do that? Raise the theater. Ooh, fire. I like the fire option. Raise the theater to the ground. Send the High Inquisitor to perform an exorcism. I mean, the fact that that's just gonna fail makes me all the more curious about what happens there. Or this is all just superstitious and empty gossip. I'm gonna bribe all of you to help me burn this place to the ground. I need more fire options in this. You will make money. Let's burn this thing. Granted, that's also going to boost your defiance. And honestly, I don't even know if that's going to save you from this curse. You might end up getting a number after all, but at least we get to burn something to the ground. With the theater's destruction, all rumors of a midnight play cease abruptly. Whatever was causing this, it's been stopped. But it's not enough time to save Countess. See? It was wrong. It was wrong. It was Lulu the Fourth to save Count Lulu the Fourth, who dies the next day, convulsing and frothing at the mouth. The counts blame you for the loss? Hey, why are you blaming me for the... I mean, I stopped the curse, didn't I? I didn't tell her to go watch that fucking play, but I stopped it. So they should be thanking me. Alright, well, I don't know why this is displaying the wrong numbers, but Countess Lulu the Fourth is actually the one that died, and Lulu the Fifth is the ones. You've died so often. My numbers are all out of whack. You've died so often that the game doesn't even know how to keep up with your numbers. And Defiance in the East is now aggrieved. Oh boy. I'm beginning to think this game has something against you very specifically, Lulu. Discontent on the rise. Across the kingdom, discontent with the king is rising. Everyone knew he was better off, but until now, it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. I don't even know what that sentence means. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord, and, as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it can't be unasked. Sure, somewhere in the vast southern hills is a forgotten pilgrimage site. Once it housed a saint's bones, now it plays host to a secret night meeting of grandees. Grand events. The knaves are getting rowdy, and it's all thanks to us. Now that they know how much wealth the king's hiding, they're itching to get rid of him. Careful we don't get them too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well. Yes, now is time to incite some real chaos. Show them that King Bork is not only greedy, but he's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. They always start off with something that it's already there. Spoiler alert, I am actually just a vampire. Grandee scheme. Yeah, I need to... I wish this tax thing came up before, because I could have had a twofer. I could have lowered my wealth, not triggering that happenstance, that scheme, and I could have lowered the defiance a little bit too. I don't think I can do all of that though. I don't have a lot of room here. Just call me George W. the way I'm cutting taxes for the wealthy. The peasants still are eating shit, but... eligible options. Let's see. I found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. The Chancellor leads you to a great hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Kestrid, firstborn daughter. Jesus, she looks rough. She looks more haggard than most men. Firstborn daughter of the Northern Just the Worst clan. Apparently, she can be a little shy with strangers, but I'm sure she's wonderful when she comes out of her shell. Always got her nose in a book from what I've heard. Had a bit of controversy a while back when her clan hall burned down. Apparently, her peasants were to blame. I can see the appeal, I suppose. Pats lost 24-3. They'd be 0-3 if the Bengals didn't shit the bed. They looked awful. I couldn't watch that game. They looked awful. She's the prettiest of the clan. Oh, look at this dapper lad. This is Alistair, the eldest son of Eastern Hunting for Sanity's dynasty. According to the counts, he's a little naive, but that but that may just be compared to the utter ruthlessness of the Eastern courts. He had a laboratory installed in his castle and spends most of his time there conducting bizarre experiments. He got in some trouble with the Inquisition a while ago, but it didn't come to anything. Okay. Secret scientist. Secret bad scientist. And finally from the south, Zakentha, the eldest heir of the Vince lineage. Prone to depressive episodes, apparently, but they mean well. Okay, I understand that. Like many in the South, they claim to put their faith in the Ninth God above all worldly concerns. Actually, they're a little intense. They call themselves an avatar of the Ninth's Justice. Oh, shit. An avatar of the Ninth's Justice. These are the most masculine women I've ever seen. Oh, never mind, you said anything. Alright, I don't know which one I'm going for. Forging an alliance. Do I stay with the North? Do I go with the East or do I go with the South? I don't know if Bork would want to wed someone who calls themselves the avatar of the Ninth's Justice or whatever. I think she's pretty much out of the equation on that one. Go with the mad science guy? That is an intriguing option. I'm gonna go with the mad scientist guy. Alright, Defiance is a little bit lower in the east, but it jumped up a bit everywhere else. A matter of faith, oh no. Hey, first appearance of Lulu the Fourth, who's actually Lulu the Fifth. Your Highness, I've come up with an excellent money-making scheme. I'm listening. Have you heard of something called simony? It means selling off priesthoods to anyone who wants them. I've already spoken to the Archbishop and convinced him it's a good idea. So she's trying to lower faith. And let me guess, you need my help getting it past the consul. What else is a good king for? I was skeptical at first, but Countess Lulu has really sold me on the idea. Let's put it to a vote, shall we? Yo, Taco, welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Oh, you landed on the Grandees. Alright, what's gonna happen here? Is the church gonna be permitted to sell priesthoods, or are we gonna say no? Doing good, eating some chicken nuggets, nice. Homemade, I imagine, since you don't like fast food. I have half a mind to veto permitting the church sales, because I don't need. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because I don't need them going down even further on that scheme. Vote A in defiance. Oh, this is a real nail biter of a vote. It came down to the last second. Whew, it was a close one. Close one, but we narrowly avoided it. No, this is bound to backfire. By the blood of the dead, you try and help people and they spit in your face. I know what you're up to over there, you counts. You always veto A. We are never going to know what happens when the priesthood is commodified. One of these days, the destitute Grandy, Oh! Oh, Vince, what the fuck happened? You went from 2,090 gold to 0. The adventurer you sent on, to my vineyard has not returned. Oh, he was a con artist? Now I do not even have the money to pay my servants. I cannot sell the vineyard, for its worth has plummeted to 0. Oh, wait, maybe he was dead. All right, what will Bork do here? I'll offer you a loan. I'll buy the vineyard at its old value. He wouldn't do that. This is your own mess. I can't help you. Oh boy, that would go for an uprising. I'll offer you a loan. I think loan? I feel like Bork would be willing to do a loan. Randy Street Corner, Becky promises to repay you within a year. Okay, gave you 750 bucks. A small loan of $1 million. Considering the state of the southern wine industry, you have high hopes that you'll see a return on your investment in due time. Trade challenge succeeded. Okay, well, cool. You're welcome, Vince. Don't spend it all in one place. Who took the difference? I wasn't even paying attention to the money to know that there was a difference. I don't know. Somebody got their beak wet in the middle on that one. I like how the game randomly broke me. Hey, at least it didn't kill you like 5 times. So there is that. In a tiny village far to the east, 2 counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction. Another priest left my estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb. Now we must not falter. If the king grows proud, we can offer him the ultimate reward, immortality. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must raise the authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Well, that's my thing. The authority thing is my thing. Deep in the back rooms of the royal palace, the northern chiefs are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a corkboard filled with pins and crisscrossed by colored string. The king has finally found a match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. Now he just needs to get on with the wedding. And then get on with the baby making. The peasants have been more agitated than usual recently. Someone's been filling their heads with fanciful tales about the king's massive treasury. I'd bet money on it being the Grandy's doing. And we've got to keep up our efforts. King Bork isn't going anywhere on our watch. The chiefs must continue to aid the king by countering other region schemes. They will all win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. Alright, let's go. Let's do this, North. Reverse voting, anonymous voting, or royal gamble. I actually like the laws that I have. I tried using, I guess reverse voting is, I don't know. It sounds like something that would trip people up, but it really doesn't. It hasn't, at least in my experience. At least Devin didn't steal your grapes, causing you to starve. I didn't steal your grapes either. 5? Reverse voting is so fun. I could try it out again. Get rid of, what, Monarch's Golden Choice or Monarch's vote. I like having a vote. I like having the vote. Let me think. Nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. I'll try it. I'll try it out. I'll try it out again. What is our goal? You're on the Grandies, right? You're uprising. Stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. The Royal Wedding. Your wedding to Alistair is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from all across the across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Alistair at your side. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Yes, I do. That I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Alistair, delivers a short but heartfelt toast expressing a wish to get to know you better. Alright, stability is stable. Authority is commanding. Defiance is lower in all the places. Still a little sketchy, though. By the time you find yourself alone with Alistair, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. I must profess, I'm glad that's over. We can finally talk openly to each other now. I must admit I feel the same way. I'm glad to hear it. It must be difficult being king, constantly surrounded by liars, lick spittles, and flatterers. I don't know how you stand it. Are you kidding? I love it. Well, I suppose you were born into it, weren't you? It's like complaining to a fish about the water. After finishing the last of the wine, you head to your separate bedchambers. It seems your husband is happy to take his time to get to know you. Okay, fair enough. So we have a wandering bard and the Knight of the Seven Pyres. Oh, that's gonna cost me a lot of money, isn't it? Your Majesty, a traveling bard says she has come to compose a song for you. Not just any song, not just any bard, Your Highness. The best in all the land. Sally Six Fingers, they call me. A song, you say? About me? Why, of course. In fact, I have the tune and verse all but ready. I have saved my best work for you, my king. All I require is a subject. What should I tell the masses of you? What would you like to inspire? Teach them to fear me. Teach them to love me. I guess Bork is kind of more on the order of I want them to fear me than he is and I want them to love me. I will do so, Your Highness, absolutely. Give me but a few weeks and everyone within the Crown Lands will know of your might. Pray, I need only a small payment of 500 gold for the time, a discounted rate for one as esteemed as yourself. What? You deserve more than that. What about 1,000? Hell no. Pay you? Don't be silly. I'm the king. Very well, take your money. Jesus, what the fuck? This is gonna send me to the poorhouse between this and the Knight of the Pyres. I do want that song, though. That's a 50-50 on this, though. So I can be out on that money and still fail. I'm gonna send this bard on their way. I see. I cannot work for free or hide as much as it pays me to say so. You will write that song whether I pay you or not. Hey, if I wanted them to fear me, I feel like that would increase my authority. That's some authoritarian shit. Oh, ad. Okay, I'll wait until the ad is over. How does that lower your authority? That's kind of what I'm wondering. I feel like that should increase my authority. I bet you what it is like she'll write the song, but it'll be a song that like low-key makes fun of me, and then my authority is lowered because this bard wrote a song that shit talks me. I'm just gonna send her on her way. And then I'm gonna spend all that money setting shit on fire. It's not long until the night of the 7 pyres. As you journey south, the sun beats down like a hammer. Grand events meets you at the gates to the city of Sarina. Glad you can make it, Your Majesty. Welcome to Sarina. A beautiful place you have here. It's been a while since I made my way this far south. The whole city is excited to have you here, Your Majesty. The citizens cannot wait to see your pyre burn. You will provide the surrounding entertainment and arrange the event's spectacular climax. But first, which of the deposed gods' effigies do you want to be responsible for burning? The 8th god, the entombed one. The 6th god, the poison eater. The 7th god, the Lord of Darkness. The 3rd god, the drowned lady. I'm gonna go with the 3rd god. An excellent decision, Your Majesty. Traditionally, the 3rd god's effigy is over 50 feet high and burned in the harbor on a platform above the waves. Now, what kind of entertainers will you be hiring to surround your pyre and impress spectators? I'm gonna do fire breathers. I do not know how they do it without burning their lips, Your Majesty. Must be a technique to it. You'll need more than that to draw a crowd, however. Who else? I'm gonna do clowns. I must admit, Your Holiness, the things horrify me, but it is your decision. Anyone else? I'm gonna do acrobats. Trapezing above the roaring flames, enough to make a stone heart sing. With all those entertainment, your pyre is sure to be a spectacle. That's all. Your work is not yet done, Your Majesty. You must decide on the pyre's spectacular climax. Sometimes we go with fireworks, but those are expensive. The black powder must be sourced all the way from Kurth. A less exciting alternative is to topple over the effigy like a falling tree. We will fill the effigy with an obscene amount of fireworks. A normal amount of fireworks should be enough, or we'll just topple over the effigy. We'll just top the effigy over and call it a night. Don't lion tamer lions break free? I've never chosen the lion tamer one. I don't know if I want to topple. I feel like toppling a flaming effigy is gonna set the town on fire, right? But I don't want to spend any more money than I already have. Obscene. Let's break into some tombs. That's always an option, but then doesn't that lower my authority? I'll go with a normal amount. Mucho fire. You all want me to spend all of the money on it. Fine, I'll do it. Obscene amount of fireworks. Wonderful, Your Majesty. The pyre will culminate in a stupendous firework display, unlike any the world has seen before. I will make the arrangements at once. See that you do. Soon the night of the 7 pyres is upon you. The streets of Serena are crammed with merrymakers. As the royal stagecoach makes its way to the harbor, the citizens greet you with cheers and tossed roses. The effigy of the 3rd god towers over the lapping waves, a 50-foot woman with an expression of woe. As it bursts into flames, out come acrobats, clowns, and fire breathers. You anxiously await for the crowd's reaction. The clowns honk and squeak. The fire breathers roar gouts of flame. Overhead, acrobats glide above the flames like doves. The crowd applauds, delighted at the sheer spectacle. Finally, your effigy detonates. The dark sky is filled with bangs and whistles and thousands of colors. The nearby ships look distinctly flammable. Hopefully nothing will go wrong. Oh! Brutal. Before your horrified eyes, a misfired firework lands among the fleet which is moored nearby. Dozens of warships go up in flame as the townfolk watch in horror. Oh, that lowered my... I don't know how to lower my authority, but, you know, whatever. Wait, why are the South pissed off? They fucking... You guys wanted me to do this shit. Their military's pathetic, though, so that's okay. You burn down the city in the night of 7 pyres. By the time the sun rises, a team of brave volunteers are still fighting the fire. You slink off back to the capital, shamefaced as the grandees bitterly call for you to apologize for ruining their holy night. I'm not apologizing for shit. What do you grandees have to say about that? Defiance is too high and one or more regions is considering rebelling. Rebelling will stop the region from advancing their scheme and they can't be taxed or take part in normal votes. So the grandees are pissed. Let's see. Bankruptcy looms. Alright, well, I guess it's time to start grave robbing. Well, you got your pyro theme going. Yeah, I guess I just wasn't an effective manager of the flames in that instance. You're about to be broke anyways. That's what you think, Vince. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You can get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. I own the royal mint, don't I? Make more coin. I mean, I've never done that option. The nerd in me that, you know, has spent years reading economic theory and understanding that in certain environments, printing money can lead to hyperinflation, kind of makes me think that this is a trap. That the whole you get 10,000 just for no reason is like, oh, that's probably going to like tank trade in all of my regions. So I haven't done that yet. I'm curious, but I don't know. Is now the time? Is Bork that guy? Take a hefty loan. I feel time to crack open some tombs. Go ahead, create inflation. Yes, Bork is that guy. You know what? You're probably right. This looks like the kind of guy that would be like, well, I own the mints. Why don't I just print some more? The Royal Mint begins churning out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debts. Alright, I got a shit ton of money now. Let's see how that's gonna fuck things up. Requisitioning rare regents. Sell to the nobles. Well, let's see how it goes. 10k, damn. Yeah, it's gonna backfire, Vince. That's not a clean 10k. But I haven't seen this pathway before, so let's see how this blows up in my face. Ah, Bork, I've come to ask a favor. I've recently purchased a very rare regent for one of my alchemical studies, a small vial of Tajoran frankincense. Lamentably, it's been delayed. I was buying it from Grandee Taco. Oh, Taco. Get your act together. It'd be a great favor to me if you could chase it up on my behalf. I'll look into it. How delightful. Let me know how you fare. You summon Grandee Taco to the council chambers the next day to talk in private. Greetings, Your Highness. What can I do for you? I hear you have something for my husband. Alas, I can't give you that frankincense just yet. I was led to believe that the frankincense was to be used in a holy ceremony as it is regularly down in the south. But recently I've heard disturbing rumors that your husband wants to use it to conduct devilish rituals and experiments not sanctioned by the ninth god. Until I am convinced that this isn't the case, alas, I cannot hand anything over for fear of invoking the wrath of the ninth god. Keep it then, I'll still have to do without. Give me the frankincense, or you'll know the meaning of holy wrath. The frankincense will only be used for holy rituals. You have my word. Would you like some extra coin to part with that frankincense? I mean, I have the ability to do that now, I guess. I'm afraid I cannot be bribed, Your Holiness. Frankly, I thought you'd be above such tactics. What the fuck? Hell no. Give me... Wait, what? I've had enough of you. Off to the dungeons. Yes! Yes, finally. Let me do some monarch shit. Sorry, Taco. You should have given me that fucking frankincense. Your Highness, surely you cannot be serious. Get to the fucking dungeon. Grandee Taco begs and pleads for mercy, but she had her chance. A few days in a dark cell is enough to change her mind. Alistair receives the frankincense before a week's end. He is most pleased with it. Meanwhile, oh shit! Taco got a fucking number. Meanwhile, the other nobles clamor and grumble about the unlawful arrest. Alright, well. This is how Bork handles business. Extra coin. Don't call him Shirley. We will remember this. So you say. A murdered priest. There's always some shit like that going on in the East. Bork gonna get borked. A priest has been attacked by a mob of ruffians in a village in the East. The poor man, rest his soul, was beaten to death. Oh, jeez. Yes, this is a terrible crime, but there are mitigating factors. The East has been suffering from a terrible famine. The priest in question was known to be hoarding food. Yo! Thank you for the follow, Blindsided. I appreciate that. Welcome aboard. The priest in question was known to be hoarding food for himself, and yet he lectured his starving flock about the importance of charity. Can you blame the peasants for reacting as they did? How dare you defend them? They beat an innocent man to death. Alright, what are we doing, Council? We're either tracking down the peasants responsible and hang them, send the Archbishop to the village to distribute bread to the hungry. No action shall be taken. Well, let's just make sure that doesn't get chosen. The other two, I'm ambivalent to. Send the Archbishop to the village to distribute bread. Okay, it looks like the bread's gonna win this one out. What? You expect me to give out bread to the people who murdered a member of my church? Hop to it. Don't make me repeat myself. The council has spoken, Your Holiness. The Archbishop goes with great reluctance, but when he arrives in the village with his sacks of food, he's all smiles and forgiveness. The popularity of the church skyrockets. He uses this newfound popularity to blame the crown for the East's predicament. The peasants turn on you and mutter about revolution. It's a petty but effective revenge. Fucking church, man. You can never trust the church. Alright. Auction time.
Viva la Rebellion.
Alright, north. I need a monument. I need a monument. This guy wants to build statues of himself, right? Get me statues. Get me statues. Fund D. Fund D. Viva la Rebellion. gotta juice that D. Pump up that D. Alright. Monument and a thieves guild. It's always funny that the council will vote to build a thieves guild. Alright. About your heir. Your marriage to Alistair has grown stale. Oh, you get along well enough, and you've made some good memories together, but there's no spark. He cares more about his stupid alchemical experiments than your happiness. But spark or no spark, you still need an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. I doubt that. I'm pretty sure that I have a bastard child lying around somewhere. I'll make my youngest cousin the heir. I plan to adopt a lowborn child from the orphanage. Go with cousin. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangement at once. Seeds of rebellion? That's the 5th peasant I've had to hang this week, and just like all the others, she was trying to steal our gold and give it to the poor. Pah, what do they need with gold anyways? Something is amiss, Your Majesty. Someone has been stirring up discontent among the peasantry, and I have reason to believe it's the Grandees. Why should I care about a few money-grubbing peasants? Why would the Grandees stir up trouble with the common folk? Just tell me what I need to do to stop them. A peasant's uprising is trouble if not de-escalated quickly. The Grandees will capitalize on this instability to install Guilhem as king. So we kill a few more, put the fear of the ninth into them. You misunderstand. That is exactly what the Grandees want. It will cause chaos. Your Majesty, you must get a grip on the common folk. If the kingdom is stable, discontent will not be able to spread so easily. This will give me time to root out the conspirators. The kingdom could certainly be doing better. If things don't change soon, these protests will only get worse. Perhaps the consul will aid you in this endeavor? Are you dumb? Why do you think the Grandees are on the consul? Everyone should chip in and pay for some new hospitals. Promise some reforms to the common folk to keep them calm. All right, well, let's veto C. And let's see what you guys go with. Yeah, I figured y'all would go for B. You promise whatever you can to keep the to the peasants to keep them on side. Public holidays, subsidized eyeglasses, complimentary branded ink pots, but it's only a stalling tactic. Without real change, you're still in hot water. You've hampered the Grandees' efforts. Their stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of next season. Fair enough. Vineyard turns a profit. You offered me a loan when I had nothing left. Thanks to you, I'm back on my feet. This is for you. Oh, he's giving... I mean, I'm already pretty fucking wealthy. You may keep it as a gift from me. Praise the ninth. You are blessed by him indeed. A most benevolent ruler. I will always be in your debt. There you go. There you go. I gave you some money, Vince. Wait, you needed it to counter the hyperinflation? Gonna lower the Grandees' taxes there. There. Let's get some tax cuts going. Let's take some of the let's try to take some of the heat off here. A sacrifice priest. Jesus, what's going on with the priests in this world? I think that helped me, but blindsided is right. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I'm trying to take some of that defiance down. Let's see what Prying Eyes says. Your Highness, you are of course the greatest king of this century. Why, thank you. No thanks required, Your Grace. I speak only the truth as I see plain, but your power could be even greater. Death comes for us all, but what if it didn't have to? What if you could be the greatest king for all millennium? I won't lie, that sounds delightful, that sounds sacrilegious. I don't know if that's even possible. What are you saying? Well, it sounds delightful. How delightful, Your Majesty. I think we may be of one mind, and I believe you are strong enough to take the opportunities I hold. I can arrange more meetings so that we can discuss this matter further. The door bursts open. Ah, so she got to you first. No matter. The Counts have agents everywhere. They've been building up your strength, but there's something more sinister afoot. Their ultimate aim is to recruit you into their cult of immortal blood drinkers. What a tale. All we want is to help the king. They have been helping me a great deal, have they? Have they been helping me? I don't think the Counts have been helping me all that much. I feel we will see Lulu the 5th 6. Maybe. Is this true? Grant, I'd like to hear more about this another time. Of course not. This is heresy of the highest order. The council must know. Force the monarch to officially refuse to join this cult. Prevent the counts from seeking private audiences with the king. Leave the counts to their business. Reverse voting? I don't know. I'm seeing this thing here, and I want to keep my I want to keep my authority. We'll do reverse voting on something else. I gotta maintain my authority. I've got to maintain my authority. Leave the counts to their business. Lulu, I think the counts might be the least trusted faction in this entire game. You've got to like host a taco party or something to get people to come over and like befriend the counts. Somehow your schedule becomes chock full of nobles demanding your attention. Your Majesty, sandstorms have been sweeping across the southern farmlands. There's bound to be a crop shortage next year. Never mind that, what about the hellstorms in the north? They've been knocking people out, and the warriors demand medicine. More and more visits take up your time. Some important to many, decidedly not. You have no chance to speak to the council at all. Alright, the count's stat goal will not be evaluated until the end of the next season. As it should be. Alright, we have an invitation and we have... Let's check out what's going on with these priests. A sacrificed priest. Your Majesty, I bring grave news. A missionary went up north to bring the true faith to those pagans. But last week he was found dead on the outskirts of a remote village. May he rest in peace. Murdered, got lost in snow, or caught a nasty cold. Murdered? Just so, Your Majesty. And not just murdered, but sacrificed in a devilish ritual to one of their awful pagan gods. He was found draped across a stone altar with antlers embedded in his head. We must send an inquisitor to the village and root out the killers. That sounds reasonable to me. What do we do? A, let the matter lie. B, send a lone inquisitor to investigate the missionary's death. I have a feeling that that's also going to end in that inquisitor's death. C, send a team of inquisitors and a squad of soldiers. God damn, alright, I like that option. D, order the chiefs to bring the murderers to justice. Alright, well, let's do reverse voting on this one. Oh, it's all over the place. Alright, so I don't know if Taco or Hunting are still around. We could definitely use a couple of extra votes, but if they're AFK, then I guess I'm gonna end up being the tiebreaker on this. Taco, Hunting for sanity. Going once. Going twice. Alright. So basically I get to choose out of all the options. Let the matter lie, send a lone inquisitor, send an entire team of inquisitors, or order the chiefs to bring the murderers to justice. Remember, it's reversed. Does the reversal count for me? I guess not. Send an entire team of inquisitors and a squad of soldiers. Thank you, Your Majesty. You won't regret putting your trust in me. This is an outrage, Your Majesty. We won't tolerate the presence of Crownland soldiers on northern soil. A band of soldiers and inquisitors descend upon the village of Talander like locusts. Within weeks, dozens of supposed pagans have been burned in the village square. The old gods do nothing to save them. Damn, but their compatriots do. A squadron of northern warriors desert their post and march to the village to fight the inquisitors. Hundreds on both sides are killed in the ensuing battle. Damn, this isn't going well. The rogue warriors soundly defeat your troops, driving them out of the north. After that, the church's power wanes further, and more northerners convert to the worship of the old gods. I'm okay with that. I was never much on the faith anyways. Alright, an invitation. Without a word, Count Hunting for sanity hands you a blood-red envelope. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night late next year. What is all this about? I can say no more. You must choose whether to accept our invitation or decline it. Alright, fine. I will see you next at the vigil, Your Majesty. Alright, that was short. End season. Back in the south, Grandy Vince has met with his co-conspirators once again. Wine is being passed around in good measure, and it seems spirits are high. We've done it again, my good friends. The peasants are in an uproar. Riots are commonplace across the kingdom. I foresee no negative consequences of this, other than for the king, of course. Praise the ninth. I'm sure the king is already cowering in his palace. Who knew that peasants could be so useful? Now then, only one step remains. I have two proposals for the plan ahead. One way or another, we will push the peasants to turn violent. Alright, Grandy's voting. Either devalue the kingdom's currency and spread mass poverty, or manufacture a food crisis spreading mass starvation. Taco and Vince. All right. Inflation comes for y'all. Diabolical. Why, you might even call it evil. Nay, it's for their own good. When you think about it, everyone will be better off with me on the throne. With this final push, we will ensure that King soon has more than just a few angry peasants on his hand. Verily, and once the fighting starts, I'll be right there, ready to step in and negotiate. For the final stage of the scheme, the grandees must lower all regions combined trade to 15 or less. Okay. Call for unity, stop the count, or swing vote. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. I'm going to stick with reverse voting. It's at 23 at the moment. Yes, the grandees are killing it. The counts are pretty high up there with 8, and the chiefs have 5. Oh, look at that, hyperinflation. Well, before I hit that one, let me do these other ones. The Archbishop's request. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the north. Too long have Northerners been allowed to worship their heathen tree gods in brazen defiance of the ninth god. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the north. It's for the good of the realm. Alright, take it to the council. Send missionaries to the north or deny the Archbishop's request for a mission. I'll just let you guys. I won't put my thumb on the scale on this one. I'll let you guys make this decision. Alright, break the tie. Send the missionaries or deny the Archbishop's request. I'll side with my northern compatriots on this one. Very well. If this is the will of the council, then so be it. I'm glad that the council respects our sovereignty enough to leave us to our own business. God's bless you. There we go. An untimely death. The last 3 things out of the east have all been deaths. Ah! What? What? How? Why? Oh my god. Okay, so Count Lulu the Fourth, who was really Lulu the Fifth, has died, and now she has been replaced with Count Lulu the Fifth, who is really Count Lulu the Sixth. Oh my god, your character is actually cursed. Your character is actually cursed, Lulu. I don't know, and it's so random. Like, I don't think anything happened in the story prior to this that was set this up. I don't think that this is twice within the same reign, by the way, because the other Lulu died after watching The Ring, like The Ring on Broadway. So this is like the first time that like the same character has died twice within a reign. Murder. My mother, Countess Lulu the Fourth, has been murdered, and I know who did it. It was Grandee Haunted Taco too. By the blood of the dead, don't let her deny it. I won't deny that I killed the venerable Countess Lulu. Oh, jeez, just straight up fucking murder. But it was no murder. Lulu the Fourth agreed to an honorable duel, which I won. Blood and stars, it was no duel, it was a cold-blooded killing. What reason would my mother possibly have to duel you in the first place? The reason for any duel is between the challenger and the challengee, a private matter not fit for this council. Does anyone have an original? I guess Vince still. Of course it's Taco. Your blood rival from the Grandies. Alright, what are we doing? Are we holding a trial for a haunted Taco over there who's probably AFK doing other things? This Grandie is a danger to all. Imprison her. The spy master should investigate to find evidence of this claim, or a duel is a duel, let the accused go free. Oh. So what is the trial like? I've never held a trial for someone before. Wait, if there's a trial, does the person who is put on trial have to, like, do they have input on their trial? Or is it just like one-sided? If she's not in here right now, if she's like idle, then that might not work out too well. But I don't know. I kind of want to hold a trial. I'm gonna vote for trial. Ugh. A duel's a duel. Let the accused go free. Oh, what's going on here? A duel is a duel. Let the accused go free. How dare. I think they just don't, for whatever reason, like, they just have a vendetta against Lulus. All of the Lulus of this world. Voting tied at 2. Well, you know which one's going to win this one then. A trial? Bah, a duel is a duel. Her mother knew that. Thank you, Your Grace. Now we can met out some actual justice. Alright. Let's deal with this hyperinflation, I guess. I just voted for my fellow Grandie. Fair enough. As you ordered, Your Majesty, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. The treasury is technically replenished. My genius is almost frightening. I sense a butt coming. But it's also devaluing the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs 100 times what it used to. Something must be done. If this gets worse, our currency will be worthless. There's nothing wrong with this. Let it continue. Adopt an entirely new currency and declare the old currency illegitimate. Oh, shit. Let's see. I mean, these bottom two put me in the hole. The only one that gives me a chance for survival is the top one. That puts me in the hole the worst, so I guess I'll at least get rid of that one. But, yeah, this isn't gonna end well for me. Alright, well, at least it's tied. At least it's tied. At least I get to, I get to vote for my own stay of execution. Stability is gone, though, so that doesn't help either. You stubbornly cling to your existing currency. It has your face on it. We can't throw that away. Soon farmers are selling each turnip for a wheelbarrow full of coins. Everyone's saving has been completely wiped out. Eventually, the cost of mining the coins actually outweighs their value. The kingdom's entire economy collapses like wet bread, and people start using the barter system. That was the inevitable outcome of, While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, 2 counts of the east discuss their scheme against the crowns. Most pleasing, the king is drunk with power. But I was thinking, should we really show the king the true secrets of our group? I thought that was the point, immortality and all that. Yes, but those secrets are meant to be, well, kept secret. What if we pull the wool over his eyes? Okay, so I guess the counts vote on this one. Either plan a false immortality ritual or induct the king into the real immortality ritual, which I don't think it'll matter. My stability is 0, so I think I'm probably not going to be very long for my reign here in a second. Time to rebel, chiefs? Probably. Well, you could join the party on that one. This will be a fine trick. The important thing is that we keep a good reputation with the king. We must convince him we are a trusted friend willing to share a wondrous gift. For the final stage of their scheme, the counts must lower their defiance to 5 or less. The monarch has no heir. Everyone wants to rebel. Oh, shit. Well, the revolution has already come. There's no need for a rebellion because the revolution has already come. The situation is becoming untenable, Your Majesty. A war is looming, or at least a coup. Can't we have the spy master deal with this? I'm afraid there's little I can do against this kind of enemy. We are not simply facing some disgruntled, easily assassinatable nobles this time. The people of the kingdom itself have turned against you. They aren't merely trying to overthrow you, they're calling for the destruction of the monarchy itself, and the proclamation of a new people's republic in its place. They're led by a former shipbuilder, as I understand it, a woman named Lila. So kill her. It would only serve to anger the people further, and even if I did, another would take her place. This is not merely a conspiracy, it's a movement. Kill her family then. She has no family, Your Majesty. Her parents died young due to a workplace-related injuries. Can't you do anything? Kidnap her dog? I could do that, though I'm not sure if you really want to be known as King Bork the Dog Napper. I don't pay you to question me. Kidnap that woman's dog! Your advisors share a meaningful glance. Will be done, Your Majesty. Your advisors mill out of the throne room, leaving you to brood alone for hours until your husband arrives later that evening. I thought you were better than this. Kidnapping a woman's dog just to hold her ransom? Why, it's a terrible idea. You'll never stop this entire movement with tactics like that. I don't suppose you have a better idea. I didn't have any better options. Hopefully she really loves dogs. What's the point? I'm not going to stop this. I'm glad you're here with me at least. You should have negotiated. It's your only hope of getting out of this alive, if you ask me. Days pass in a blur. The rumbles of discontent spread like tremors across the capital. Even from the inside of the walls of your palace, the earth seems to shake with the power of promised change. Time drags on, like a hot rake, until the spy master enters the throne room with a small cage in her hands. As you requested. Excellent. I feel an evil laugh coming on. Oh, I perfected my evil laugh in the last game. Indeed. Regardless, this will be the last job I carry out for you. Wait, this is where you draw the line? As a matter of fact, yes. I'm quite alright with murder in the right circumstances, but this is rather beyond the pale. You are a petty tyrant clinging to power with the last gasp of your strength. Enjoy it while it lasts. She leaves the whimpering caged Shih Tzu on the table, then departs. Your other advisors look nervously at each other. Tell this Lila that I'll have her dog killed if she doesn't order the peasants to stand down. Yes. Yes, Your Majesty. Oh, Bork is going wild. I will kill this woman's dog! Make sure she hears this threat! But no reply ever comes. As time drags on, more and more people start disappearing from the palace. Nobles stop attending council meetings. Servants quit in disgust. Even your advisors seem to go missing.
There's no surprise there.
By the time Lila arrives at the head of a
Oh, look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. So
by the time Lila arrives at the head of a peasant mob right outside your gates, there's no one left to stop her. You sit and await her in the throne room, her stolen dog on your lap. Your husband looks on uncertain. Oh, he's still around? The first time you regard this champion of the people, you can't help but think she looks like any other peasant you dealt with during your reign. Perhaps there's a lesson there somewhere. You don't have very long to consider it, however. Unhand my princess, you soulless monster. One step closer and the dog gets it! Everyone gasps, stopping dead in their tracks. You wouldn't. Before you could say anything else, you feel a sudden sting of a bite on your fingers. As you yelp in pain, Princess jumps off your lap and disappears into the crowd. You weren't even holding the dog in a secure way? The honor guard flanks you. The honor guard forms around you, protecting you as best they can, but they're surrounded on all sides. Blood soars through the air. You cover your ears, but the war cries and death throes are impossible to block out. When everything comes to a quiet, your honor guard lay dead. Your husband desperately readies his own weapon to try to defend you, but is mercilessly cut down in a matter of moments. Oh, you should have gone a long time ago, buddy. The mob closes in. Kill the dog thief. No justice for animal abuse. I like how that's the thing that they're mad about. That's what it's like. They want to overthrow a monarchy so that they can instill a republic. But what they're really here angry about is the dog thieving. Shut your eyes, pray to Morgana. I think Bork curls up in the fetal position. You brace, waiting for a well-timed fist, hammer, or spear to end your life. Wait. We can't kill him yet. He'd need a trial, a public one at that. You suddenly exhale. You're alive. You're still alive, for now. You're hauled away to the dungeons to await this trial, which will of course be a sham. After all, who's going to act as the judge? That's usually your job. You soon lose track of time down here in the gloom. Excuse the gloom, for none may know of our meeting. You're not sure if it's days or weeks, but eventually the date of your trial arrives and you're hauled back above ground to face sunlight and roaring crowds. King Bork Diabolical. You stand accused of tyranny, high treason, extrajudicial murder, and politically motivated shitsu thievery. I definitely didn't do that third one. What does extrajudicial mean? What's that add up to? 4 years in prison? How do you plead? Innocent. You are immediately drowned out by jeering crowd. Then you hear them chanting, guilty, guilty, guilty. The people have made their will known. Your sentence is death. The best method of execution is hanging. Your frog marched over to the gallows without delay. I mean, that really wasn't much of a trial. That wasn't much of a trial here. After all, what did all these people turn out for, if not a public execution? As the noose is tied around your neck, you notice something. It's Gwilym up on the platform with Lila and the other leaders of the uprising. Wait, this was his plan all along. Whatever you do, don't listen to that one in yellow. Nonsense. Gwilym may be a noble, but he's a true revolutionary hero. None of this would have been possible without him. Hurry this up, Lila. I tire listening to this obsolete pig dog trying to undermine our glorious revolution. The platform drops, the crowd roars, and your life comes to a sorry end. Will Morgana save you? The Grandies are victorious. Well, there's one for you, Vince. Glory to the revolution. King Bork's downfall became a cautionary tale for rulers everywhere in the years to come. Common folk across Celeste Awe were suddenly emboldened by a power they didn't know they had. With their plans in tatters, the counts retreated to their castles to brood. Their olive branch was rejected, the secret of eternity that they had guarded for aeons. They would not be so kind again. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the chiefs were forced to retreat to the frozen north and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new northern claimant would arise, and when they did, the chiefs would be ready. Shortly after Lila was proclaimed regent, she was quietly assassinated. Guilhem, a long-term supporter of the revolution, was the obvious choice to succeed her. The common folk didn't realize their mistake until the monarchy was unexpectedly restored with Grandee Guilhem at its head. Oh man, what a conniving weasel! Just using the peasantry, the working class, and then immediately killing. I mean, she could have sat in. Well, I guess she wanted to install a republic. What a jerk! He's worse than me. This guy is worse than Bork. King Bork the Firestarter. King Bork the Firestarter. Twisted Firestarter. Spouse is Alistair. Successor King Guilhem. 2 years and 3 months. The wealthiest noble was Taka. Jesus, why did Taka have so much fucking money? Poorest noble is blindsided. Alright, well, you spent money, but you got some back. Yeah, things ended pretty bad. Especially with that defiance. GG's off to bed for me. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out and playing along. Just the worst, I appreciate it. Thank you for following me. Have a good rest of your evening. All because we wanted to burn down their town with fireworks. I mean, I didn't want to do that. That just happened. Oh, man. Dang it, I missed the fun again. Yo, what's up, Lightning Strike? Welcome back. Yeah, you just missed a incredibly chaotic ending to King Bork's reign. And now I guess I have this Guilhem guy. Oh, man. Bork got borked. He lasted a little longer than I thought he would, to be honest. I'm off too. Need to work in the morning. Have a good one. Keep it weird. Hey, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Blindside, and thank you for the follow too. I appreciate it. What are you doing? Have a good rest of your evening. I kind of want to. So there was another. I was looking at browsing through Steam for other chat-enabled games. And there was one I came across that's literally called Kings and Castles. It's not King of the Castle, it's Kings and Castles. And it seems like it's kind of like a Sim City kind of game that I guess chat can vote on stuff in there too. I want to give that a shot sometime. We can do another round of this, or we can try that game out, depending. I'll put that to a council vote here. You guys want to do one more of this one, or you want to check out the other one? If you want to see what it looks like, I can show you the trailer from Steam. Up to you. New game sounds fun too. Think you should save the new one for its own stream. We got learning to do. I can draw on my phone. All I need is a room code. I've actually never done the room thing. I think I would have to start a new. A new dynasty for. And I don't know, I guess, how would that, I guess you would all need to play on your phones then if I did that, right? You wouldn't be able to play in Twitch chat. People can't watch stream and be in the room. Should we continue save game or start a new one? I kind of just want to keep daisy chaining these usurpers, but the state that the kingdom was in by the time this guy took over was not good. So I don't know. Let's just go with it. Let's just roll with this guy. Let's just see what goes on here. The browser room option is more for in-person, not on stream. That's what it seems like, unfortunately. All right, we got 2 in the east for the Counts of the East. I don't know if we'll be able to have a quorum then, because 2 of our other guys left, and Vince will be able to join the Grandees, but Taco, if she comes back, she's on the Grandees, so we won't have like a chief. We won't have anyone for the Chiefs. I think it would probably be best to start a new one so that we can spread everyone out better. I should be Lulu 9. I had 2 deaths when I was becoming a wizard, and 2 deaths in the and 2 deaths in end credits, but none of those took. Yeah, you died a lot. I don't know what's going on with the numbering system for your character. Hey, first time chat from the Real Fire Drone. Welcome to the stream. And you have graciously joined the Chiefs, so excellent. With that, let's get this thing going. Okay, they reset some things. They lowered the defiance, but everything else is still pretty dismal. How are you doing, Real Fire Drone? How's your evening treating you? Coronation. Your Majesty, you may have won the throne from King Bork. Actually, it was much worse than that. He pretended like he was going to destroy the throne, worked with a uprising led by a populist leader to promise the installation of a republic, and then he assassinated that leader and then maintained the throne himself. So much more pernicious than what you just laid out there, Chancellor, but we get your drift. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Shall I call the nobles in? I've been good. Good to hear. Good to hear. All right, nobles. We either hold a lavish ceremony in the south, force the commoners to swear a blood oath, throw the king into the river, or the troops shall bear the king through the streets atop a shield. Oh shit, I just realized Holding a lavish ceremony in the south takes 1,000 of my treasury away. That's pretty much all I have. Is this going to be like a speed run of my defeat? Fuck it, let's play this on hard mode. You depart the palace with your fellow grandees in tow, making the long, bumpy journey south, down to the house of the sunset in the south. The other nobles remain in the capital, furious to be left out. Oh, man. So, not only did I immediately make myself broke, but everybody else is pissed off. You are crowned among your ancestors amid a beautiful sprawl of gleaming marble and lush gardens. The air is suffused with a cooling mist to fend off scorching southern sun. This is how it's meant to be. Alright. Grandee. Wait, that's what you look like now? You're a shapeshifter, Vince, although I do kind of like this guy's look. The night has smiled upon us, and our plans have come to fruition. Verily, there is much to celebrate. Now remember your duty. You must ensure that the Grandee's interests are enforced throughout the kingdom. Ninth, bless the South. What if I govern for the good of the whole kingdom? You gave me your word that you would serve our interests. To break that promise would be most dishonorable. Now, introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. An honor to make your acquaintance, Your Majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. This is Lulu the Sixth speaking. Chief Real Fire Drone. Good luck in the days ahead, Your Majesty. You'll need it dealing with us lot. What do you think? Will he be a good little king and do as he's told? Too early to tell, but I have a bad feeling. We should have a backup plan just in case. Or not? Or not what? Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless of course they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Golden Age, a lofty goal, indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Okay. Vanja of the Lightning Strike dynasty, infamous Eastern enigma, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times, the East was its own proud kingdom. We could bring back those days of glory, but not while the false king Guilhem wears the crown. Alright, counts, vote for your scheme. Due to ADHD, I already forgot what I meant. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I understand that very well. Alright, let's see. Possession. Lightning Strike. You gotta cast a vote. Going once. Going twice. Alright. Possession. The Counts plan to summon a demon to possess the king, putting him totally under their control. First, they must lull the king into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the Counts must lower their defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Knut of the Real Fire Drone clan, legendary northern troublemaker, stands precariously on a longhouse crossbeam, droning as if in a trance. Chiefs of the North. We all know I should be on the throne, not this imposter King Guilhem. How do we make that happen? Alright, the North, Fire Drone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 1 Intimidation, Ragnarok, or Hornblower. Ragnarok. That makes the most sense since your military is already 6. The chiefs plan to make an alliance with the ice giants to take over the kingdom. First, they must not be weak or the giants won't take their proposals seriously. To advance their scheme, the chiefs must raise their military to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Like caught wandering in. Oh, what are you yelling about? You just came wandering in, bumping up against me? Just bumping up against me? You little weasel. Devi of the Street Corner Becky lineage, infamous southern mischief maker, stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury. Praise be, Gwilym now sits on the throne and the grandees are in charge, but the other regions will already be scheming to depose him. Do we stay loyal to the new king or cut our losses and put me on the throne instead? Alright, Vince. Loyalist, aiding the king. That settles it then. Glory to the king and glory to the 9th god. We can always change our minds. If Gwilym ever gets out of line, we could take up arms and get rid of him the old-fashioned way. The grandee's goal is to aid the king by countering the other region's schemes as much as they can. They will win the game if the king produces an heir and completes his ambition. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their minds and rise up in rebellion. Alright, so the North are going for Ragnarok, which is raising their military to at least 5 in 4 seasons. The Counts are going for Possession, which is lowering your own defiance to 4 or less in 2 seasons. The Grandees are remaining loyal. I like having the ability to bribe, so I'm going with the bribing one. I like how right off the bat, the bankruptcy looms. Low on lumber. Your Highness, will you tell these superstitious counts to get over themselves and let us harvest the trees we need? Or trees we need to wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, Chief, that forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract and said the contract had no exclusions for haunting. Some northerners got poorer and some easterners got richer. Oh, Lulu, you've got the most money. Oh no, hold on a second. Yeah, Lulu, you have the most money. Time to raise those taxes. Your Highness, the counts can't be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. Let's see. A, the chiefs have a contract and may go logging. B, let them harvest the lumber, but share the proceeds with the counts. C, turn the forest into a joint northern-eastern hunting reserve. D, fence off the area and make sure no one goes near it. Probably lose it when I die again. I don't know which of these is the better option. I'm gonna vote for A. Everybody's voting for A. That makes me suspicious of A as a choice. Oh, it failed. Well, it was a 0% chance, so With the council's express permission, hundreds of northern lumberjacks rush into the haunted forest and start hacking it down, but they're woefully unprepared for what they find. The moment the workers cut into the ancient trees, they come alive, picking up laborers and oh, they're ints. Oh, they started cutting down an int force, picking up the laborers and devouring them whole. Stability is teetering. Panic spreads. The chiefs withdraw from the area immediately, but the forest does not return to dormancy. Instead, the trees start marching across the east, ransacking villages along the way. Farming in the east is now 0, and defiance is up to mutinous. I warned you. Now there's an army of angry trees on our doorstep. The greed of the chiefs knows no bounds. Damn. This guy is like 2 days into his reign, and he's got like a army of trees destroying everything. One of his regions is like about to rebel against him. He's looking bankruptcy in the face. He didn't even get to assigning his honor guard yet. This guy's gonna have the shortest reign imaginable. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards, the chiefs with their most famous warrior heroes, the counts with the knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, and the grandees offer the fiercest battle nuns from the Sisterhood of Steel. Think carefully, Your Majesty, these guards' loyalty will be divided between you and their regions. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries, they'd be loyal to coin above all. Your Holiness, the Sisterhood of Steel are chosen by the Ninth God. Surely they will be chosen by you as well. I've made my decision. I am definitely going with the nuns. The battle nuns are awesome. I will make the arrangements at once. The battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel mask betraying nothing before filing into formation behind your throne. All right, I guess I'll deal with this bankruptcy. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where the hell did it all go? I can possibly say, Your Majesty, perhaps you've been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, you have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off some crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. Well, I'm definitely not going to have the Royal Mint print money. I don't want to do a loan either. I'm gonna sell off. I'm gonna sell some jewelry. At least the South is on your side until it's not. You auction off dozens of necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jeweled scepter by the nobles. It is a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the king. Well, that made Fire Drone poor, but everybody else is doing okay. How come Lulu didn't? Lulu, you have the most money. Why didn't you buy something? And it's time for an auction, so have at it. Auction away. My money. As soon as you came in here, I was like, give me that. Give me that. I'm saving for my coffin. A grand bazaar. That sounds like something the grandees would like. A grand bazaar. An observatory. I like the idea that, and I guess it's true, I guess it's funding with history. The idea of staring into space with a telescope lowers your faith. Lowers your faith in celestial beings. I suppose that makes some sense. An observatory and a grand bazaar. Oh, I didn't even realize the East were that close to a rebellion. Damn, alright, already. This dude's like 2 days into the job and he's already got a rebellion on his hands. Or close to a rebellion on his hands. Oh, you already rebelled? I didn't even do anything. The trees are attacking. Well, I guess the tree thing. Count Lightning Strike, Your Grace. Ever since those bird-brained chiefs tried to cut down our ancient grove, the trees have been rampaging across the east. You just said the forest was haunted. Lots of forests are haunted. You should have said, composed of ancient cursed trees that swallow people whole. The grove is older than the kingdom itself. It's no wonder it held such power. Please, your majesty, assemble the council. We must appease the trees. You said hard mode. Alright, set fire to the east. Yes, let's do that. Say no more. I don't need to hear the other options. Let's set fire to the... In fact, I will pay you. I will pay you all to set fire to the east. Don't even care what the other options are. Like, that's such a nondescript... such a nondescript option, too. Set fire to the east. Not even to, like, the grove or to the trees. Just the east in general. Just, burn that whole fucking region to the ground. I've had enough of their shit anyways. Alright. You want to rebel against me? Let's burn the east. Burn it. That just made me think, oh yeah, it's almost Halloween month. I gotta break out my old horror movies. It just reminded me of that, it's a horror movie starring Christopher Lee. I think it's called City of the Damned. I wonder if I can find the clip. Or City of the Dead, maybe? Is this it?
Third day of March in the year of our made.
That's not Christopher. It's the movie, but that's not Christopher Lee.
Burn, witch, burn, burn, burn.
Yes, that's what came to my mind there. Burn, witch, burn, burn, burn. Fantastic movie if you haven't seen it, by the way. City of the Dead. I could help you do watch parties in Discord. I have lots of those movies. I want to start doing that, Vince, honestly. I want to start doing those. Dracula 1972 and Dracula versus Billy the Kid. I didn't know there was a Dracula versus Billy the Kid. With grim determination, the council votes to burn the entire forest. Of course, the forest is mobile, which presents a much harder challenge. In the end, the counts are forced to fight a lot of fires. Soon, half the east is burning. Ooh. Stability is turbulent, farming can't go lower. But once the smoke clears, the ancient killer trees are no more. May they never return. Oh man, that can't be good. Finding a spouse. I think I know. Go women. I think I'm gonna... It's an easy enough decision, and you'll marry into the grandees as we agreed before you took the throne, right? I think I'm gonna have to marry into the counts, honestly. The way these guys are going. The harvest in the north has been an utter disaster. Look at this turnip. Don't point that thing at me. The turnip is riddled with rot. and twisted into the grotesque shape of a skull. Half the harvest is like this. We need help if we're to get through the winter. Farming is needful. I can't raid other regions' granaries to support the chiefs, and I can't raid granaries and send scholars to investigate. It's either send scholars from Quell University to investigate the strange crops, or this is probably nothing to worry about. I guess it doesn't really matter. It seems like they all have the same effect. John Cardine played Dracula in Billy the Kid vs. Dracula, had the name backwards. Christopher Lee was Dracula in Dracula 1972. Yeah, that was those Hammer films. Those Hammer Dracula films, which I've only seen bits and pieces of. I haven't actually watched any of those fully, which I should put that on my list. There's probably nothing to worry about. Stability is now lawless. Oh, that's not good. By Morgana's cauldron, we need grain, not wizened old men to look at our blighted crops and mumble to each other about weather patterns. You send a fleet of scholars from the university to examine the fields in the north. Whether or not the mystery is solved, a bleak winter lies ahead. Okay. Hidden in a labyrinth beneath the eastern castle, a pair of counts meet to speak of their scheme against the king. By Xenia's ashes, I spotted the spy master peering through my window the other day. She's onto us. We must keep our guard up. Plenty of nobles have recovered from bad reputations. They probably weren't trying to possess the king with a demon, though. The count's aim is to lower defiance to 4 or less. Oh, that defiance is very far from 4. I guess I can't mess with their taxes when they're in an open state of rebellion. I need to take some of the heat off of me from the chiefs, though. I guess I'll just do that. Christopher Lee made a metal album late in life. Yes, I'm aware of that. Called Charlemagne, because he was both obsessed with and also, I believe, maybe a relative of King Charlemagne. Opening strike. It's been a long time coming. Over 300 years ago, the East was conquered, but before that, we were our own rulers, with a lineage of monarchs stretching back 1,000 years. The glory days. Indeed, and that's why we must rise up. By placing Vanja on the throne, we will reclaim what we have lost. But first, we must decide on tactics, my fellow counts. I ask you, how shall we strike first? We can launch a preemptive strike against the Grandees to cripple their military capabilities. The Grandees' military is only 1. The counts is 4, so that's their military is pretty much already crippled. If we suspect the chiefs may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. We could also call upon the church to condemn the king, or finally, you could send an assassin to nip it in the bud. All right, so I guess the counts are voting, which is I guess. Oh, it's Lulu and Lightning. What say you, chiefs? Launch a preemptive strike, call upon the chiefs, petition for the support of the church, or send an assassin after the king. Oh, you're gonna send someone after me? Thank you for meeting with me on such short notice. At such short notice, the sum you offered piqued my interest. You understand why the sum is so high, though. Yes, you want me to assassinate the king. It is no trouble. I am a child of the Viper. If you have the gold and you want a man dead, he is dead. Get it done. God damn, alright, Lulu. It's not my fault you've got so many numbers. At long last, the counts have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Count Lightning Strike. His smile is sharp as a scalpel. The counts of the east will bring you down, pretender to the throne. We will rise up and fight for Vanja, the true monarch. This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield. Seize him. Come along now. Traitors get the chop. Wait, but you can't do this. I'm an envoy. See? See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day? Get in there. Your watchman wastes no time. Count Lightning Strike 982 is dragged out into the courtyard and his head is struck off from his shoulders. Alright, well, I guess it's Lightning Strike 9822. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are our chances against the rebels? The counts are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join their rebellion. That would be disastrous. Surprising it wasn't me on the block. How do things get this bad? The leader of the rebellion is Countess Lulu, the 5th/6th. She's citing her past transgressions as reason for the uprising. Holding your coronation in the south, angering the ancient tree grove for the sake of some lumber. Really? Because of that? Her urge to murder rising. Yes, Your Honor. Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it. So this is it? Civil war? That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There'll be a lot of death and suffering before this is all over. I can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. I found 2 potential matches for you. Obviously, the ongoing rebellion has limited our options. In any case, I found an eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's loyal regions. You're in desperate need of securing an alliance right now. Choose wisely. Let's see. This is Ursa, firstborn daughter of the northern Real Fire Drum clan. Beautiful, isn't she? Apparently, she's also exceptionally well-mannered and agreeable for a northerner. She's made herself quite wealthy with a series of shrewd investments. She's an incredibly driven person by all accounts. Gets up at the crack of dawn each morning and goes for a swim in a frozen lake. And finally, from the south, Casilda, the eldest daughter of Vince. She's reputed to have an ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? She's been in more duels than she could count and won them all. Unfortunately, she lacks the common touch. The peasants have some terrible nicknames for her. Alright. I think I might have to go with the north. Just to lower... I mean, that'll lower their defiance. It'll raise the defiance of the Grandees, though, but... I need the North's military. They've got a military going on over there. The North has a military of 6. Casilda. The North has a military of 6. The Grandees have a military of 1. Oh my god. Damn, these fucking cats. Oh shit. Ugh. Ugh. Is this your stream now? Oh, they can't even see you. jumped up on my chair. She was like, nope, it's my turn. I'll come hang out with you in a second, Suki. Well, at least that fan is helping a little bit. I'll remember this. Cat shit is the worst smell? Absolutely. It's just intolerable sometimes. You know what to do. Alright, Ursa of the North. I'm gonna stick with what I've got. Oh, all is lost? I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice my stability went down to 0. When did that happen? Over the last week, the kingdom has fallen apart, gripped by unrest and infuriated by the civil war tearing the kingdom apart. The common folk have risen against you. Damn, I didn't even get to my wedding. This guy didn't even make it to his wedding. You've sheltered in the palace while the mob heaves through your streets, toppling your statues and calling for Vanja to take the throne. You must regain control, Your Majesty. It's too late. All is lost. Send for the treasurer. The treasurer cut her losses this morning. She's fled along with what was left of the treasury. Fetch my marshal. The marshal is unavailable. She's trying to contain the riots. Then what can be done? Our options are limited. Somewhere nearby, glass smashes. You become aware of a dull, muted roar, like a flood rushing through a valley. What's that? I believe the common citizens have arrived at the palace to meet you in person, Your Majesty. The roar is 10,000 angry voices getting louder and louder. Swords clash along with gurgling screams. Look around for your honor guard. Your grim southern warrior nuns are already outside fighting off the mob. Against such numbers, they're not likely to last long. Chancellor, do you have any ideas? Just one. Your Chancellor heaves open a window and sticks a leg out. It was an honor, Your Majesty. I'll see you on the other side. They leap out into the open air. There's a long shriek followed by a distant thud. Spymaster, quick, Spymaster, what can I do? It's my fault, really, for allowing things to get to this point. She takes a step towards you, pulling a curved blade from somewhere within her sleeve for the good of the kingdom. Fight back. The Spymaster throws her knife with deadly accuracy. As you tumble down the steps with a blade between your ribs, the roar of the mob grows louder and louder. Your last thoughts are of the rebellion. The counts have won by default. A shame. You'd hoped to put up more of a fight. Hey, Lulu, you finally got yourself a victory. After countless deaths. You know what? I'm gonna give you one of these. Where is it at? I'm gonna give you one of these. After countless deaths, you finally got yourself a victory. Having plunged the kingdom into utter chaos, King Gwilym was assassinated by the Spymaster, whose loyalty was always to the kingdom, not the king. The chief's agreement with the ice giants fell apart, and the giants ended up attacking the north instead. The subsequent war kept the chiefs too busy to worry about matters of the throne. Unable to keep their puppet on the throne, the grandees were forced to retreat to their secluded villas and brood. It wouldn't be long before a new southern claimant would arise, and when they did, the grandees would be ready. With the kingdom in chaos, Vanja, the leader of the Eastern Rebellion, seized the throne. The rioting died down as the common folk waited to see how the new monarch would fare, but they kept their pitchforks sharp. All because of some trees. Yeah. Burning the East didn't help. This guy lasted a year. This guy lasted a year. He had no spouse, no heir or anything. This guy was just a seat warmer. Wealthiest noble is Vince, poorest noble is Lightning. And the kingdom is in a dismal state. Treasury 0, stability 0. The counts were in open rebellion. Trade in the north was 0. Farming in the east is 0. Like, this guy was a miserable ruler. I'm happy with my money. What? Well, that certainly ended in a pretty bad state for Guilhem. But hey, at least the counts finally have their person on the throne now. So, there is that. IRL, at this point, it wouldn't be a kingdom, but just city-states. Oh yeah, for certain, for certain. It would be a loose confederation of like, regional city-states. All right. I'm gonna check out. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna play, but I'm gonna check out the other game before I sign off for the night. Just to see, just to get a little taste of what this thing is actually all about. Good job, Lulu. I'm glad you got a win there. Lion Shield Studios. Kingdom share. I don't even know what that means. Oh, okay. I can visit somebody else's kingdom. That's cool. Oh, mods. Interesting. Now, I thought this game had integration with Twitch chat. Oh, here it is. Enable Twitch chat voting. Let's do that. Well, how do I input my Twitch chat credentials then? Standard mode. Choose from 3 difficulty modes and a random map. Grow your kingdom from a tiny hamlet to a sprawling city and castle. Or creative mode. I'm just going to start with this. Just to see. Choose a region for your kingdom. Paxilon, no threats. A peaceful land with no enemy invaders. Long, lovely summers, short and mild winters. So that's easy mode. Sommern. Oh, wait. No threats. Okay, that's super easy. So easy mode is Sommern. A good region for a new ruler. Long, lovely summers, short and mild winters, less raiders and dragons. Vintar. A harsh land, but a wise ruler can succeed. More raiders and dragons possible to lose if happiness goes too low for too long. Oh, shit. Fall. Survival. Unforgiving land, and you will fail. But how long will you last? Unrelenting raids, limited resources, keep can be destroyed, possible to lose if happiness is too long. Okay. Well, let's just start with this to see how it goes. That's good for me. Okay. I'm gonna do a medium-sized map. Random type. Rivers are random. Okay. Build your keep near fertile land, trees, and stone. Oh, that's water. Okay, there we go. Okay, something's happening there. I think this game will be longer but more engaging haul. Looking at it on the Steam page seems more like working together. I'm just trying to figure out where the actual connectivity. Oh, here it is. Home record. Okay. Fire risk low. Voting intervals. 2 minutes. Items per vote, 3. Almost like Civilization. Yeah, it does kind of seem like Civ. It looks like this is how you do it then. Wait, but how do you actually... It says I'm connected. How do you actually do the vote then within the game? 1 extra tools, 2 increased carry capacity, 3 double tree yield. Oh, Lulu, you voted for number 2. Okay, increased carry capacity. Wait, what happened here? Cost 6 lumber. Oh, okay. I probably need to like... I only have... Okay. I have 12. I guess you can't really see. I'm covering it up, huh? Yeah, so I guess I have 12, so how do I harvest shit then? Use the chop tool, axe, to the lower right. Oh, okay. Twitch viewer results. Increased carry capacity. Villagers are feeling extra strong. Villagers can carry more for a short amount of time. Courtesy of Lulu Deadly. Thank you, Lulu. Alright. Let's start chopping shit. Looking at a funny Steam review. Oh, it's starting to snow. Holy shit. Okay. Winter is coming. So there seems to be some... Whereas, I guess I can't really tell where the passage of time is being tracked. I'm trying to deforest this whole area. Fun game, but a bit repetitive after 10 hours. The atmosphere is cool. It's similar to Farthest Frontier in many ways, including Viking raids. But the cartoon design makes it different. I'm fine with paying 20 for this. It's funnier than 2 pints of beer. Okay, fair enough. You need houses. Oh, you know what? You are probably... correct on that. Hovel? I have enough wood. Okay. Oh, there. Okay, so I see what's happening. I can highlight an area and then they start cutting down trees over time. I see that. I see that now. Let's build some houses. That is too far away from our roads, Your Highness. Roads? Wait, hold on a second. Where are the roads at? Stone Road. Oh, I need stones for that. Extra amenities. For a stronger army, the gods have decided to augment our supply of armaments. Courtesy of the Real Fire Drum. Thank you. I gotta... Oh shit, what the fuck? What happened there? Okay, that's interesting. Alright, let me build some roads then. How do I harvest stone? Plague? I just saw it as an option. There's a plague option? Oh shit. Okay, I need stone. Oh, my people are already unhappy? Happiness 45. 50 average home happiness. -5 5 peasants recently homeless. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to build houses, guys. I guess I need roads, but I can't because I don't have stone. So how do I get stone? Rebuild, demolish. I guess I can't really do that either, huh? Oh, it's winter again. Holy shit. Seasons fly in this game. Okay, that's wood. This blacksmith creates tools. Build an iron mine. Okay. I've got a ton of lumber, but I just don't know where. Tax rate. I could set the tax rate? Well, let me figure out how to actually build a damn town first before I start taxing people. Extra stone! Oh, to build a stronger kingdom, the gods have decided to augment our supply of stone, courtesy of Lulu. Awesome, thank you. Sweet. Can I... Oh, wait, is that what this is? Is that what this stuff is? How do I use it, then, if that's what that is? I don't know how to, What is this? What are you? My lord, 2 people visited, but none could find a home. Our city is full. We need more homes. I'm trying to work on it. They won't let me build one without... They won't let me build one without a road, so I need a road. I can't build a road without stone. I can't figure out how to get stone. There's something. You have the stone already in your inventory, bottom left. So then... Oh, I just don't have the gold. Oh, I wonder if this means I need to raise taxes. First, you have to build a treasure room. Oh, you motherfuckers. Alright, treasure room. Let's put this right here. Okay. Oh, my little guys are walking over to build the treasure room. Tree double yield. Chopping trees seems to yield twice as much as usual. It's a miracle. Thanks, Vince. I'm doing pretty good with my with the wood. The stone thing is going to be an issue, though. If I can't figure out how to actually harvest stone. The normal roads right next to the stone roads? Oh, a road-ass road. Yeah, of course. I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice that there was just a normal freaking road right there. Okay, now here comes the worst part for these games for me, is building a coherent cityscape. Okay. These poor guys working around the clock in the frigid winter with no houses. All these guys are homeless. So how many houses do I need to build? I guess 5? Is that what this means? I have 5 guys that need houses? There. Let's see how they do there. You should see my bases in No Man's Sky. My girlfriend has conniption fits looking at them. I'm just like, I'm not, I watch people play like City Skylines and shit, and they have like the most intricate, elaborately designed, like, you know, expertly urban planned towns and cities that they build. And mine are always just like a hodgepodge. One free building, a large surplus of resources is discovered. It should be enough to cover the cost of one new building. Awesome. Thank you, Lulu. What building? Tavern? Large tavern? What does a tavern do? Improves happiness. My happiness is pretty dismal, I think. I might need that tavern, but what else can I build? Great Hall. I'm gonna build the tavern. Wait, hold on, what? Middle mouse button or R? There we go. I'm gonna put the tavern right there. Oh, my happiness jumped up a little. It was 45, now it's 61. Okay. I need to keep building roads. How am I gonna do this? Dang it, I didn't want it to zigzag like that. Extra iron. For more effective citizens, the gods have decided to augment our supply of iron, courtesy of Lulu. Sweet, what can I use that iron on? Okay, they're working on that last house. Oh, I've got 8 people now. Cool, people are starting to come in here. I need more houses. I need more houses. We're gonna build them alongside this road here. Well, that deleted half my sentence. I do enjoy builder games. You'd probably like No Man's Sky. It gets a bit repetitive, though. My son is actually playing it next to me. I told him today it looked cool. I might give it a try. I like No Man's Sky. I think it's cool, but I lost interest because they're like I'm more of a narrative person when it comes to like games like that, because like the world is so awesome and I love like flying in between planets and shit. Like that's all great, but I really want like a narrative to be interwoven with it. Chance of plague moderate, plague virulence moderate, life expectancy moderate. Peasants with access to wheat bread 100%, fruit 0, fish pork 0. Can I build a pier? Industry. Stockpile, a quarry. I mean, we're right next to the ocean. Maritime. Bridge, drawbridge, dock. I need a fishery. Food. Granary, windmill, regular orchard. Better crop yield. Crops just seem to be growing better than usual. Enjoy increased output for a short time. Awesome. Thank you. Well, you know what? In spirit of that, let's zoom out here a little bit. What is this? Ready for agriculture. Let's do some ag over here then. Build an orchard. Too far away from the roads. Okay, you're right, you're right, you're right. That's why I will go here and I will put let's just start with that. And then I will put an orchard down here. Okay. This is a messy ass This is a messy ass town. There's like no planning at all. I really need to put some thought into how I'm gonna expand this in a coherent way. I've got 13 people here though. My lord, life is good here. Our kingdom attracted 2 new residents. Awesome. My lord, life is good here. Our kingdom has attracted 3 new residents. Okay. I mean, we've got 8 houses in 5 years. I need to build more houses. How many do I have? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just gonna build a bunch of houses like that. Are these woods? Building costs reduced. A surplus of resources has been discovered that can offset the cost of new construction and enjoy a reduction in construction costs for a short period of time. Awesome, awesome. Are these... What are these? Okay. Let's deforest all of these too. Wait, hold on a second. I've got a lot going on in my little kingdom here. My little burgeoning kingdom. Alright, I might have to start raising taxes. Ooh, they didn't like that. They didn't like that. Oh, they're liking it even less. They're liking it even less. Oh, I'm in an ad. Do I not have? How do I do that? Unique crops. That's my river's name. Quarry needs to be by stone. One day I'll drop this name entirely. Once Eve dies, they're working on an NFT game which will bankrupt them, so who knows? Awesome, faster wood cutting. I need monies though. It looks like the small town I live in. His middle name. His father and I fought about his name to the bitter end. I wanted Gabriel Archer. His dad wanted Waldo William. I wasn't budging on Gabe. We were fighting about the middle name when I was in mid-labor, and his godfather was like, "Can I make a suggestion?" And Gabriel Vincent it was. Did not know that origin story. I wanted my son to be Vincent Everett, but my ex-wife said no junior, so his name is Gannon Harry Everett. Found out my dad's middle name has no E at the end. Oh well. Devin, can you move chat from the... Oh yeah, chat's probably blocking shit, huh? Is there a way I can... Let me pause things for a second while I, Where would be a good place to place it? I guess right there, maybe? That's probably a decent enough place. Yeah, the chat is making it hard to see who to vote for. There should be fine. Okay. I'm also kind of blocking the descriptor box down here, but... like when I highlight something, you see fertile land or barren or whatever. But, I could solve that problem later. For now, I think I'm actually... Whoa, wait, what's that mean? Why does that have a bread icon above them? I have no gold. Why do I have no gold? Why do I have no gold? Why do I... I mean, these guys are still working. They're building shit. They're getting it done. Hungry. My house has no food. Oh, okay. Well, you know, I tried to like... Oh, I got hit with a hydrate. I'm trying to build it. I'm trying to build the better crop yield. Thank you, Lulu. Thank you. I'm trying to build the orchards out here. I'm trying to build the orchards. I guess I have too much shit going on. They're slowly but surely. I mean, I have 17 people, so I need houses for these guys. I need food, too. I wish I could prioritize. Let's see, what can I do? I probably need one of these, honestly. Requires a fishing hut. I was looking for something like that. Oh, it's right here. Requires 40 stone or 20 stone, 40 wood. I have the stone and the wood. I don't have the gold. That's the issue. I need monies. And I increased the tax rate, but that didn't seem to generate anything. I wonder if I need a market of some sort. Yeah, I need some kind of I need merchants. I need merchants. Cottage Manor. I have a tavern. Isn't that good enough? Make sure I connect the tavern with the little road there. Let's see. One free building. Well, can I use that free building on, like... Oh, small market. I'm gonna build the market behind the tavern. Oh, all my guys are hungry. Well, I've got an orchard. Are they working the land? I mean, look. They're in there doing something. Yo, I have a bunch of energy. Yo, what's up, Wisp? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? Remember, on Streamlabs, you could copy a profile for each game setup. Drink energy drinks and entertain me. Vince, or Wisp, you came in at the wrong time because I'm actually about to end my stream. This is the opposite of drink energy drinks and entertain me. You could put job priority. That's what I need to... Alright, so I initially just wanted to poke my head into this game and see what it's like and see if it's something that would be fun to play. I like it. Oh my god! Oh no! Everyone's starving. Why? I've got the fucking... There's food over here. Why isn't it being harvested? Okay, we're done for. We're doomed now. We're doomed. I don't even think they're working anymore. Okay. Well... I will figure this out at some other point. Should I even save this? I'm not gonna save this. This was my scratch pad. I just wanted to get into the game and see what it was like. I do like it though. I do like it. I think I will continue playing that once I'm done with Tomb Raider. Once I'm done with Tomb Raider and I can pick up another game for a playthrough, I think it will probably be that one. Oh man, I'm starving though. I gotta go get some food. Job priority is bottom left. Okay, I'll check that out next time. I like it though. It seems pretty cool. And the voting component seems pretty interesting too. Like, you guys were helping me out and that was great. It looked like there were opportunities though for you guys to like do some griefing. There were some griefing opportunities in there too, so you know, maybe I'll roll that into some of my gaming with chat sessions in addition to King of the Castle. I had leftover Taco Bell. Super plague. All right, thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it as always. Sorry, Wisp, that you came in here. God has summoned me to watch you play this city builder. I was just testing it out. I bought it. It was I saw it. I think it was on sale when I bought it. And it seemed neat. I bought it because hey, thank you for the follow, Real Fire Drone. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Welcome. I saw that it had a chat component. When I watched the video, I was like, "Oh, this looks cool. It's like a city builder kind of game. That would be cool with chat integration." So that's why I tried it out tonight, just to see how it would be, and it is pretty fun. But I definitely need to read some tutorials or something. But this is it for me tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my cat, get myself a snack, and then turn in for the night. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it as always. I will be back tomorrow night. I will be playing Tomb Raider. I'm at the very, very end, I feel. I'm close. I'm close to the end of that one. So, gonna try to beat Tomb Raider tomorrow. And then I won't be streaming on Saturday because I'll be going to Lulu's performance. So, join me tomorrow. Hang out with me while I play Tomb Raider. And if I don't see you tomorrow, then I hope you enjoy your weekend. And I'll see you when I see you. Until then, take care, y'all.